Hello everyone, Triple and welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Last time, we started off this adventure with Crash Bandicoot 2, where we had to gather crystals for Cortex with this though, even though everything is saying it's a bad idea, but... And so though, we're basically now here though, we had to get crystals, and also Brio told us to get gems instead as well, so... But of course we had to... so we still have to get the crystals to proceed anyway, though, because the game won't let us go without it, though. So we're going on to Snow Go over here, though, and it's saying discover and finish the secret route for a special gem. That is not something we're going to be doing right now, though. We're not going to be able to do that right now, though. It's kind of one of those, it's not really a whole lot of can do about it, though. Also, yeah, TNT crates are back as well, though. I don't think the other stages had it before, though, but they function exactly the same as they did from the first game, though. Those penguins! You have to be careful with those penguins, though, because when they're doing a spin attack, though, you can't spin into them, though. So it doesn't work that way, though. But also, well, I have to say, though, I like the aesthetic of the place here, though, but there's one thing I am not fond of here. Ice physics! Yep, this game has ice physics, and I am not a fan of them at all, though, because it keeps the momentum quite... It's pretty heavy with the momentum with it in this one, though, so it's kind of tricky to really... to control yourself on these, though. But yeah. This stage... But this is also one of those games, though, expect to see that quite a bit, though, because... ice physics are going to be coming up in quite a few of the stages, though, and some particularly infamous parts as well, though. Taking it slow will let you navigate around some stuff, though, with that, though, but... Even then, though, there's gonna be some parts that are gonna get particularly bad, though. And also, yeah, that right there, though, they'll go try to crush you at that point, though. With that, though, a slide will help you get past that, no problem. Oh, come on! Thank goodness it's not insta-kill, though. The Gaku will help you with that, though. But also, I want to point this out over here, though. You can see up over there, though, up at the corner over there, though. That's the red gem up there. We can't get to it from here, though, because of the way it's set up with that, though. So yeah, there's an extra path that we gotta figure out for this, though, and that's not something we're gonna be able to do in this part right now, though, because it's gonna involve a new feature. That though, but I digress. So I'll go over that more detail when we get to that point, though. In any case, let's just get through this bonus over here, though. Again, crouching down. Again, crouching before you jump will let you jump a little bit higher. So think like Super Mario Bros. 2. Because I believe that was a mechanic in that game. But I should also point out as well, though. That point over there, though, with that red gem, though. In the original Crash 2, there was something that you could actually bounce off there. Where if you lined it up just right, you could bounce up and get the gem from there. Which is clearly not the way they wanted you to do it, though. So it's actually moved around to where it's impossible to do that in the remake, though. So don't even think about trying to do that, though. Nitro detonators over here, though. So that's going to be something you gotta make sure you catch that over there. Because you saw there's a lot of boxes in this stage when we saw the box total earlier, though. A lot of those are nitros that are on the hidden path, though. So we are gonna be able to get the box gem in this part, though. But we're not gonna be able to get the extra gem, though. Also, yeah, by the way, hold the jump button up, bouncing off that, though, to hit the crate, though, to trigger those two appearing, though, with that, though. But yeah, Snow Go isn't as bad of a level for the ice stuff, though, with it, though. The extra path can get a bit rough, though, but we'll get to that when we get to that, though. And there's other stages, though, with it, though. So honestly, I think this is a nice introduction to the ice mechanic with it, though, even though I am not a fan of that in the slightest. Not even remotely. Ice physics mess with me more than water levels sometimes, though. Like I said, I am not a fan of ice physics. So at least we get the gem and the one gem and the crystal for that, though. And oh, cutscene. What up now?
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Cortex just chiming in, noting our progress with this, though. So let's go on ahead over to this next level, the pits. With this one over here, though. Notice that one only has 1 crystal there, so there's no... So there is no, extra gem in this one over here. So not every stage does. for that though. But this is a pretty basic stage as well, though. And although there is one mechanic though that comes back in this one though that I'm not too fond of though with this though, and thought I jumped over that bird. I was about to say it's not that bird, but yeah, I guess the hitbox is a little bit larger than I thought it was gonna be. Like I could have sworn I jumped over him, and I thought I jumped a little early for that gap there with it though. But yeah, so yeah, this stage is pretty basic as well. So this actually gives me time to maybe talk about something else. Actually, though. Actually, wait, because we're about to hit that. Hold that thought, because we're about to hit what I wanted to. The mechanic I wanted to bring up initially, though. And that's over here. 2 pathways. This mechanic is back, and just like in the first game, not a fan of it here though, because it makes trying to get the stuff in those extra paths a bit of a chore, and there's at least one stage in particular that is really bad about it, though. There's actually a few stages that do this, though, but there's one later in the game that's really bad about it, especially if you're trying to get everything, though. There's also one of those that, and I believe there's also one of those that if you pick the wrong path, it's actually possible. This is actually one of those early cases. It's actually possible to miss the crystal because I believe the crystal is on the path I'm on right now. So if you're not taking the right path, and not doubling back, you could miss the crystal for this stage. Yep, there's the crystal right there. So, and as far as I know, there's no crystal on the right path. So that's a mechanic. That's the annoying mechanic here. But with that, and also the fact that if you want to get everything, you gotta backtrack and fight the camera, which means unless you memorize where everything is, like where the hazards are, you kind of have to take this a bit slow. Yeah, I'm going slow because I'm nervous, because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna like run into an enemy that I only have like a split second to react to, or I'll run like case in point right there. I barely saw the turtle there. Thank goodness it was continuing. It was at the end point where it was gonna walk away from me though. Was that though? But yeah, still not a fan of this though. Again, only is really a detriment if you are trying to 100% the game and get all the boxes. I thought I hit. God, no, but I guess not. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it last part as well, but yeah, like, we saw the turtles with the spikes on the sides of it. I forget we saw the turtles with the buzzsaws on top of them before though. Those are the ones you can't jump on though, but you can spin or slide into them, and it'll take them out no problem. Yeah, more of the mechanic of having to deal with that though. Okay, so that's that one though. But so as I'm gonna go backtrack over here. I want to talk about something. And that is the new character that appears in Crash Bandicoot 2, Coco. Like, she more or less replaces Tawna as the female lead character with this one as well, because this was Coco's official debut into the franchise, and at this point Tawna is nowhere to be found with this though. So it's one of those that there's never an in-game explanation for this. So ultimately, what happened was, as far as I know, there's some complaints about the design of Tawna being a little much for a kids game, I guess, with it though. So they basically instead of redesigning the tone down of it though, they actually decided to basically create a new character though for that though. Hence Coco. With it though. But also you have to get out that tangent real fast though, because new mechanic over here with this. This box over here can't spin or bounce off it here though. This is where the body slam that the hint at the beginning of the stage was talking about though with that though. And that is basically using the crouch button at the crouch button. Whoa! Why did I not crawl through that? Because that's what's supposed to happen there. What happened there? Yeah, like that's what's supposed to happen. I'm lost there, but I'll take it, I guess. But it's like, oh, the wacky hitboxes coming back yet again. Oh, I paid for it. I had to pay for it though, because I get nervous about that part there, because you have try to overshoot that jump there. Because I'm always nervous about the jump over there with that though. At least a bonus though, but I did lose the Aku. All right, so let's try that again. Let's try this again. Okay, yeah, So that's what I was expecting to happen the first time, though. So let's bounce off these here, because you do need to backtrack up to that part over there, though, to get some boxes that are up here. Actually hit the switch that's back over here. And that did not turn into another life for me, though. So that's an extra life that I'm not going to have another chance for. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work out with that, though. So now I can bounce off this one, no problem. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. That's all the boxes here, though. So let's go ahead and get out of this one, and then I'll go. And as we're getting out of here, back to what I was saying before, though. Like, again, like, Coco was the one that basically replaced Tana after some complaints about the design, though. But there's no in-game explanation for this, though, in the Western version of Crash Bandicoot. Because Naughty Dog's a Western. What the? What the heck? What? What the heck happened there? What happened to the camera? Because that's what it's supposed to do. Oh, the freaking camera! Once again, I'm finding weird stuff in this game. But okay, so there we go. Let's actually get to this point where I can actually talk again, though. But again, like, because apparently the game doesn't want me talking about what the Japanese version did with it, though, because in the Japanese version of the Crash Bandicoot games, though, the manual of Crash 2, and there was even a manga adaptation of this I talked about it as well, to try to explain Tana's disappearance, and that explanation was that Tana dumped Crash for, of all characters, Pinstripe Potoroo. I'm not kidding. That was actually in there's even a manga adaptation of Crash that talked about this, though, and it's appeared in a couple of the manuals in the Japanese versions of this game, though. But again, Naughty Dog was a Western company, though, so can't really call that the canon version, though, because they haven't made an official statement about that plot-wise, though. But yeah, I thought that was a bit of a fun way that they were trying to explain why Tana was nowhere to be found. But in any case, so let's go on to Crash Dash over here, though, and as you see, we're starting off by going against the camera here, though. And it's teaching us about the slide mechanic here, though. Guess what's back? Boulder levels! These function much like they did in the first game here. Except we got some new hazards over here, though. Those little mines that were there, though, they're designed to... Like, those are designed to basically just try to trip you up. They don't actually kill you outright, though, but they're designed to trip you up, slow you down, so that the boulder can catch up to you. Also, now you do have to watch out for those electrical arcs, the electric gates as well, though, because those will kill you. All right, so next part over here, though, this boulder level isn't as bad. There's a few of them, though, and some of them actually get pretty nasty with some of the hazards coming up, though, especially again since you're going against the camera. So a lot of it sometimes becomes a game of memorization because you're trying to go fast and dodge hazards as well. So let's come. Okay, I think this is the point where the boulder actually. Okay, yeah, the boulder will fall away over there with that, though. So that gives us time to be able to hit this bonus area over here, though. And I went up to it to approach it, though, because I was trying to think of something. I was trying to remember if there's a secret over there, though, because they do hide a secret like that, though. But I think I'm thinking of a later level with that, though. So I'm gonna let those detonate as well. So. I may have made a major error here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. No! Ah, overshooting yet again. I can't believe I went for that exclamation of all things, though, the Homer Simpson one. Or even, I could even say the Cortex one as well, since he did that one since Cortex did that in the intro scene as well. The don't. so let's get these here. Get all the 4, 5. Go! There we go. And that's gonna be that. So that's probably gonna be another 2 lives there with this, though, since I've got that there. So we're gonna go ahead and move on this way here, and I believe this is gonna be the last section over here, though. So let's go on ahead and go for this part over here, though. I think this is part where it tries to be a little jerkish with it, though. Oh, yeah. Run. No! I hate this part coming up here with this, though, because it gets a bit mean with the boulder placement, with the platform placement as well, with the gaps, though. Especially when you're trying to hold forward, though, it's easy to overshoot sometimes with it, though. I swear I jumped over that. Oh boy! And this may be a problem here, though. Try to get that. Oh, not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Ah! I keep thinking that I have to go back for the boxes there because it's because in the original Crash 2, though, I want to say the boulder didn't break those with that, though. But and there's gonna be some levels coming up, though, where the boulder isn't gonna break the boxes for you with it, though. At least there's a few of them that it's not going to, though. So you gotta watch from that standpoint, though. So I hope I didn't just. Still hate this mechanic. Because it's really easy to overshoot those small platforms when you're trying to run from a boulder. Alright, there we go. There. Oh, come on. What the frick? No. Slide jump. Just slide jump. I don't care at this point. Go. Oh. I keep jumping over that thinking that's gonna work. Oh, come on! I even grabbed the extra life as I was getting electrocuted! Come on! I am not having a good run with this boulder level, though. Alright. Attempt number whatever this is, though. Oh, and the extra life's gone, too. I kept getting greedy for that, though, so... Oh, well. Alrighty, then. Let's go ahead and get out of here, though. So, proverbial, that happened. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm still not a fan of the boulder levels, though, and honestly, I think this game made them harder with some of the extra stuff that you gotta worry about here. At least that's all the levels in this, like on this side of things over here, though. That's 5 crystals, and we got most of the gems for them, though. The one we haven't been able to get to the. Once you get all the crystals of a stage, though, this part opens up over here as well, and you see up over there it says Ripper Roo. Sounds familiar. Let's go on in. He shouldn't play with nitro boxes. Neither should you. Yep. Ripperoo's back studying. He's kind of has this little Dr. Roo persona going on over here with this over here. So he's gonna bounce around there laying TNT tiles as well, though. So you basically gotta find the safe spot here to do that. But when he gets hit, he basically revert back to his insane side of that, though, laughing like that, and start laying nitro tiles as well, though. You don't want to touch these either, though. So again, find the safe spots, though. The nitro one will stun him, though, and then he'll go from there. So now it's just a matter of trying to. I want to say that contact with him actually doesn't directly hurt you this time. At least when he's like in this form with it, though. But because I've had times where he's bumped into me, though, but he just like pushes me back before with this, though. So I'm not about to try to experiment with that, though, right now, though. Yeah, it's like again, dodge the explosions, and then just keep going with this, though. Okay. I'm trying to see how. Again, the tricky part is knowing where the safe spots are. Especially this last one, though, because he tries to throw like a more erratic pattern down. and the safe spot gets smaller, but otherwise, it's really not that hard of a fight. It may just get a bit tricky just trying to locate where the safe spots are when he starts laying down the nitro crates, though. Although I should point out, though, this game takes place 1 year after the first Crash game. But the thing is, though, the extra ending in the first Crash game that you got 100%. So basically said it was like 8. It took Ripperoo 8 years of therapy and 8 years of education before he got his doctorate, though, with that, though. So it's kind of one of those. Is he just studying at this point for this? So is that how it's gonna work? I don't really know, but now we made it up here. We made it up to a new part of things, though. So now let's go ahead and not do anything here because this will happen.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to...
I need to do what, Neutron? Get you the laptop battery? But I'm still stuck here! And also, I want to point out two things as well. One, all 13 planets will align. What solar system does this take place in? Okay, I don't think I've ever seen that one animation before, the way he gets tangled up with the yo-yo. That's a new one. But I digress. Again, 13 planets. What solar system does the Crash series take place in? And also, trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. It's only in the titles of this game, though. Cortex Strikes Back, so you don't say! But I'm looking a little too deeply in the story of a game concerning a cartoon-style Bandicoot, though. So I'll go ahead and end off this part right here, though. So next time on Crash Bandicoot, on the Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy with the second game here, we're gonna start out this next set of levels here, though, and we're gonna go from there, though. So till then, see you guys then, and thank y'all for watching.